that a chemical compound is represented by its molecular formula. So what is the molecular formula? You can say that it is the ratio of the number of the atoms which are actually present in the molecule of a compound, right? Now, what is the molecular formula? It gives the actual number of atoms of various elements present in the molecule of a compound, right? Now, if you take the example of glucose C6H12O6, right? Now here the different elements which are present are carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Whereas writing the ratio of it, what is the number of atoms of carbon present? It is 6, hydrogen 12 and oxygen 6. That is the molecular formula. Give us the actual number of the atoms of various elements that will be present in the molecule, a single molecule of the compound, right? Now we are getting a new term here, that is the empirical formula. Now what is the empirical formula? Right. It is also the ratio of the elements of various elements present in the molecular compound, but we have to take the simplest ratio of it, as simple as we can take. Right. It gives the simplest whole number ratio of the atom of various elements present in the molecule of a compound. Now let us take again the example of glucose. Right. So if you write C is to H is to A, O, that is a representation of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Now what is the actual number of atoms here? It is 6 is to 12 is to 6. Now this will be the ratio in the term of molecular formula. But the empirical formula will be the simplest of it. Now how much simple we can make it? It can be 1 is to 2 is to 1. So from here we can't make it more simple. So what is the empirical formula of glucose here? It will be CH2O. Now the glucose empirical formula, molecular formula is C6H12O6 and the empirical formula is CH2O, right? Now what's the relation between the two, molecular formula and empirical formula? So it is denoted by small n, right? N equals to molecular formula upon empirical formula, or we can say that N will be equal to molecular mass upon empirical mass, right? To calculate the small n, right, we have to just divide the molecular mass upon the empirical mass. So how we are going to represent the molecular formula? It will be n times the empirical formula, right? Now let's do a numerical based on the empirical formula first. So here's a numerical. A substance on analysis gave the percentage composition: sodium 43.4%, carbon 11.3%, oxygen 45.3%, and we have been asked to calculate the empirical formula, right? If the whole of the substance is of 100 parts or 100 gram, then sodium part will be 43.4, carbon part will be 11.3 and oxygen part will be 45.3. Now for it, student, we have to make a table at first. Now here we have to draw the columns. The first column will be of the element, second column will be of percentage, third is of atomic mass, fourth is relative number of moles, that we are finding out the number of moles, right? Then the simple mole ratio and the simplest whole number ratio. Now first, what are the elements present in a given substance? It is sodium, carbon and oxygen. Now what is the percent of sodium given? It is 43.4. Carbon 11.3, oxygen 45.3, right? This is given in the question. Now the data which has been provided is this element, what are the elements and the percentage. Now sodium atomic mass known to us is 23, carbon is 12, oxygen is 16. Now what we will do, we will first find out the number of moles, relative number of moles. Now what will be the number of moles of sodium? So what is the formula to find out the number of moles? It is given mass upon the atomic mass. So what is the given mass here? It is 43.4. It will be divided by 23. Right? In the same way, 11.3 divided by 12. 45.3 divided by 16. The atomic mass. On solving, we will get number of mole of sodium 1.88. That of carbon is 0.94. That of oxygen is 2.83. Students, now we will just find out which one is the least number of moles here. So you will see it's 1.88, 0.94, 2.83. Which one is the lowest one? It is 0.94. The number of moles of carbon is the lowest one. Now we will get the other moles divided by 0.94 to get the simple mole ratio. Right? This mole ratio will be the number of moles with respect to this 0.94. So it is 1.88 divided by 0.94. 0.94 upon 0.94. Here it is 2.83 divided by 0.94. On just cancelling we will get 2. Here it is 1. Here it is 3. Now here we are already getting the complete whole number ratio, right? The simplest number ratio will be, whole number ratio is 2, 1, 3. Now we will just write down the empirical formula. So what is the empirical formula? The ratio of sodium, carbon and oxygen. Sodium, carbon and oxygen, and it will be simplest whole number ratio, that is 2:1:3. So students, what is the simple ratio in term of sodium? It is 2, carbon it is 1 and oxygen it is 3. So the empirical formula will come to be Na2CO3. Students, now the next step of numerical is to determine the empirical formula as well as the molecular formula when a molecular mass of the given compound is known to us or it is given to us, right? Just have a look here. What is the simplest formula of a compound which has the following percentage composition? Carbon 80%, hydrogen 20%. The molecular mass of this compound is given to us 30, and we have to find out the molecular formula. Right? So this question has got two parts. The first is the what is the simplest formula of a compound. In this question, though they have asked us to find out the simplest formula of a compound, if it was not asked and directly asked to us to find out the molecular formula, then also we have to first find out the empirical formula, and then we'll find out the empirical mass, and then we will get the ratio of the two, molecular mass and empirical mass, and then we will calculate out the molecular formula. So it's a simple question. So they given the question here to find out the formula of a compound. So we'll first calculate the empirical formula. Same, we have to make again a table: elements, percentage, atomic mass, relative number of moles, simplest mole ratio and simplest whole number ratio. Now here the elements are given: carbon and hydrogen. The percentage composition is 80 and 20. Atomic mass of carbon is known to you, it's 12, and hydrogen is 1. First, we will find out the number of moles, relative number of moles. For it, formula is simple: given mass upon the atomic mass. It is 80 divided by 12, we will get 6.66, and 20 divided by 1 will be 20. Now just see which number of mole is the lowest one here. It's 6.66. Get the 2 moles divided by the 6.66 to get the simple mole ratio. So 6.66 divided by 6.6 will get 1. And here 20 divided by 6.6 we are getting 3.003. Right? Now what is the simplest whole number ratio here? It is 1, and this is 3 here, because 3.003 can be rounded up to 3 here. So this is there. So what is the empirical formula? That is simple ratio C:H. It is coming 1:3. So it is CH3. Now students, to find out the molecular formula, first we have to find out the empirical mass. So empirical formula is known to us, it is CH3. We will just find out the empirical mass. C, that is carbon, atomic mass is 12. Hydrogen atomic mass is 1. Number of atoms present 3. So it will become 3. So total 15. Now next step is to find out the ratio of the molecular mass to the empirical mass to get the number n, right? The multiple n. So we are just dividing molecular mass given as 30 divided by 15, we will get 2 here. Now what is the molecular formula? It is n times the empirical formula. N times the empirical formula. Now what is the empirical formula? It is CH3. Right? N time, that is 2. N here. We will be getting twice. We will get the formula C2H6. So molecular formula obtained is C2H6.